Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Um, this section we're going to be doing some picture art, doing a lot of like repeated stuff similar to a tessellation, except generally we're going to be moving more in like circles and stuff, moving around, rather than just like moving forwards or backwards. But what I wanted to do is show you what all of the blocks did, so that way you knew what to do moving forward. Um, so obviously we have a repeat block, but one of the main things we're going to be using is this draw sticker block. Essentially, anytime you use this, it is going to draw one of these stickers. So you can choose whatever you want when you do this. And if I just hit run, draw sticker, you can see up at the top left here, it drew a sticker. Um, and it always draws the sticker in the direction that your little character is facing. And your little character is always going to start at the top left. So if you wanted him to not draw a picture in the top left, you need to tell him where to go. And so one of the places you can tell him to go is jump to blank position. And you can see here we have options: random, top left, center, so on and so forth, right? But a lot of the times during this lesson, we'll have you jump to the middle. So if I have him jump to the middle first and then draw his sticker, you'll see he jumps to the middle and draws a picture. Pretty simple. Um, you could also, have him jump to the middle and then move forward so far and draw a picture. But notice if I just use the move forward option, um, it actually draws a line. So just keep that in mind. If you want to draw a line, use the move forward. Otherwise, if you don't want to draw a line, use the jump forward button. Not jump to middle, jump forward. And so if we draw that, that has him move to the center, jump forward, so on and so forth. Some other things you're going to be able to do in here is do some loops. And so if I, you know, put this inside of a loop, it's going to jump to the middle and draw the sticker 4 times. However, if I do that, notice it only looks like there's one sticker because I didn't do anything else with it, right? So you have to make sure you tell it to do something. So maybe we turn left by 90 degrees. And so now if I do this, it's going to turn left 90 degrees and draw a picture. And you can do that however many times you want, right? I could change this to, let's say, 18. And I can change the direction I'm turning or how many degrees I'm turning by down to 20 or something. And if I reset, I'm going to get 18 pictures this time because it's looping 18 times. Well, if I wanted to be real crazy, I'd go down to 1 degree and I could do 360. And well, if we do this, you can see it's going to take a hot minute. So if we speed that up a little bit, even at the fastest speed, that still takes a long time. So you can do some pretty fun things with this. And so in this lesson, basically, I'm asking you to have a little creative freedom, take some time and put some effort into it and do something that you enjoy when you do this. Um, let's say you didn't want it to be touching in the very middle, right? Inside your loop, you could tell it to jump forward first, draw the sticker, and then jump back. So let's go back to 18 again. Let's change this back to 20. And so it says jump forward 100 pixels, turn left 20 degrees, draw the sticker. Actually, let's move this around. Let's jump forward first, draw the sticker, and then turn left. Okay. So let's see what happens when you run this. Some of you may notice something weird happens, or maybe you've already seen it, but let's just run it and see what happens. All right, you notice we ended up in, well, can't really see because, well, we drew a big circle. So let's switch that up a little bit. Maybe let's move this down to 10 pixels and try again. And there we go. So this one, it ended up in more of a circle. What you could also do in here, if you jump back to the middle, we also get another circle. So you have options how you want to do this. You can jump back to the middle. I think this one is a little more obvious. If I put 100 degrees, or excuse me, 100 pixels in here, you can see it jumps out way further. Okay, anyways, um, the way this lesson works is it takes whatever code you have and saves it in the next one. So I did all this in my first part of the lesson. If I jump to lesson 4, that same code I have is still there. So just keep in mind that your code is going to stay the same. It just wants you to make small changes here and there to build on the stuff that you've already done. And so you can see here, it wants you to add a couple stickers. So maybe let's add, let's the rocket ship and see what this looks like. So you can see we have 2 of our stickers there. But anyways, I think main things you need to know, you're going to use your repeat function to kind of get that tessellation effect. Make sure you turn by so many degrees. Make sure you repeat so many times based on how many degrees you want. It talks about that more later on. I think maybe here in lesson number, in part 8, it kind of talks about 60 degrees 6 times, 20 degrees 18 times, so on and so forth. So make sure you read what's happening up here in the text section, because it tells you what to do up there. Now, there's not really any right or wrong answers with this one. So you have freedom to make whatever you want. So like I said, take advantage of it, take your time, make something fun, go crazy with it. Okay, so go ahead and do this one on your own. If you finish this one, there's another video for you waiting on Google Classroom, and go ahead and watch that one and start the next lesson. All right, thank you for watching. See ya.